Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois.
I'm John Dickerson.
More than 1 million Americans live in assisted living facilities, many because they provide the help they need for daily living, some because they have no other choice.
Gabriel House, 50 miles south of Boston, was an affordable option for dozens of elderly residents. But the picture we got today of conditions inside before the deadly fire Sunday night is disturbing.
A worker described for us a filthy facility infested with roaches, and she says it was understaffed.
And as for the response by firefighters, the chief said today you couldn't have had enough people here to save everybody that needed help.
9 people between the ages of 61 and 86 were killed. 30 more were injured, 1 in critical condition.
Tom Hanson is in Fall River, Massachusetts, with the latest on the investigation. Tom?
Well, as you can see behind me, there's a small but growing memorial to honor those who died in the fire. Now, we've been hearing stories from residents, from former employees about what it was like inside the Gabriel House. They describe staffing shortages. They describe troubling conditions. And I want to remind you that 70 people lived here, many of them with mobility issues.
If there's a fire in this building tonight, what the hell am I going to do? I said, I'm not going to be able to get everybody out of here.
Debbie Johnson says she worked the 3rd shift as a nursing assistant at Gabriel House. When she arrived Sunday, a fire was filling the building with deadly smoke. During her 4 years there, she worried about safety all the time.
You never in the 4 years
Never
had a fire drill?
Never had a fire drill.
How many people were on shift when the fire broke out?
2.
Just 2?
2, and they were new.
For 70 people?
They were new employees.
The fire broke out at about 9:30 on Sunday night. Of the 80 firefighters who responded, 30 were off duty. Some fought their way inside without a breathing apparatus to kick in doors looking for people. Jeffrey Bacon is the Fall River fire chief.
There's been false alarms in that building, and when that happens, typically people hear the fire alarms go off and they wait a little bit.
Was this building up to code?
As of our last inspection, everything was fine with this building. We're just one of the several agencies that would receive complaints or anything in that building.
One of those state agencies required Gabriel House to implement a plan of correction 2 years ago to improve its handling of medication and emergency preparedness.
This facility is inspected by the state, the federal, our fire department, our building inspectors.
Paul Coogan is the mayor of Fall River.
If those have to be strengthened, and that's the case that comes out of the report, they say this should be done this way, that we're going to comply with it and we'll work with it.
Is there anything the city of Fall River is planning to do to prevent a tragedy like this from happening again?
When you take care of people, you better be doing the right thing, because you got accidents that happen and they're this horrific. You can't just wing it. You got to make sure you're on point.
Tom, what's the owner saying as of tonight?
Well, we reached out to the owner, Dennis Etzkorn. We called him, we texted him. He did not reply to any of our outreach attempts. But I want to read you a statement that he did issue earlier today. He said, in part, our thoughts are with every one of our residents, their families, our staff, and the brave first responders. We will continue to cooperate with authorities.
And Tom, what about those residents, the survivors? Where do they go?
There's been immense community outreach to help these displaced residents. There have been shelters, nursing homes that have taken in some of the residents that have been let go from the hospital, other ones that are looking for a place to stay. There's also a huge community effort to get them the critical resources they need.
Okay, Tom Hanson in Fall River, Massachusetts, thank you.